Hello guys and welcome to my new video, and today is the 24th of October. Okay, new update, new daily update, and tomorrow is Saturday, the day on which New Jersey in-person early vote will start. Okay, and this is our update for today. Okay, so we got another percentage point in Virginia in terms of return rate, also 2,000 new requests. And in terms of we got almost 40,000 in-person early votes between yesterday and today, and the Democrats have been ramping up in terms of the percentage of turnout for the Democrats. So even the percentage went down even more overall, but in terms of the Democrats, they went from 54.01 to 54.39, whereas the Republicans went down a percentage point. So actually, this is what I said in previous videos. This was bad for the Democrats. It's still not so great, but it's turning better. Okay, it's coming better, especially right here in more than 10%. It voted more than 10% in 2024. The difference is now 12 points. Or less than 12 points, I would say 11.5, whereas it was more than 14 not a long time ago. So actually this is shrinking. Also, in terms of the EV margin, the early vote margin, it was 6%, Democrats plus 6% in 2024, and right now is Democrats plus 3.7% in 2025. So actually this is turning to be better. The problem is there's still a big difference, not a big difference, about 2.5% difference. The point here is, this is not enough for the Republicans to win. The point is, can actually Jay Jones win for the Republican candidate, can he defeat Jay Jones in the Attorney General race? That is the important question here, because I don't think both the Lieutenant Governor and the Governor, they're not going to be competitive races. The Democrats are going to win both by substantial margins. I think right now the Governor is around 7.5 points, the Lieutenant Governor around 6 or 5.5. The problem is, many people is saying that probably the Democrats can get above 10. If they can, that'll be a huge win for the Democrats. Right now you have some geopolitical tensions between the tariffs between China and the US. Also, Trump announced yesterday that he will not negotiate more with Canada. So this might help the Democrats, and also the government shutdown. We don't know. The problem is, we're almost there in election day. So we're 11 days until the election day. We still have a long way to go, but the next days will be crucial, especially in New Jersey, but we're going to be back in soon. And also tomorrow, we're going to have early votes starting in New York City, and we expect, at least so far, that Zohran Mamdani is going to win the race in New York City on November 4th, but there's still a long way to go. We're going to have a new update tomorrow on Virginia because of today's Virginia vote. And then we're going to have next week, we're going to have more polling stations, people will vote more, and we expect this number to go up, and substantially, because so far we're at 837,000 votes in terms of already both mail-in votes returned and also in-person early. And we suspect, at least this Excel is saying, that we're going to see at least 1.7, almost 1.8 million in terms of the mail-in person early. This means we still have about 1 million votes to go in terms of the mail-in votes. We still have to go. It's around 200,000. 100 and something thousand, and then we need to have at least 900,000 in the in-person early vote. Sounds a lot, but many places are still due to report many votes, especially here in Norfolk City, which is just right here. Where is Norfolk City? This is very, look at this. It's only 35% of the turnout, and in terms of returns, it's actually 53%. So actually, they're doing great. The problem is, in terms of the in-person early vote, it's very, low. Loudoun County is now up to 54 of what it was in 2024, but still, we still have a long way to go in Democratic areas, so this might go up. So the Democratic areas might go up right now. The Democrats might vote because they're worried about this. This was a big gap, as you can see here. All 3 percentage points. This was not great. Right now, looks like, at least so far, Democrats are turning their focus into this race, and they're turning out better margins. Okay, let's move on. Let's move to New Jersey. Okay, return rate edge between the Republicans and the Democrats. The delta is now 0.49% in advantage to the Democrats. So this is actually what I said. We expect this percentage to be around 2 percentage points when everything is said and done. And right now we have about 52% already returned. and that is great right now. We got and the Democrats expanded their lead by about 7,000 votes. So right now the lead between the Republicans and the Democrats, the raw vote firewall for the Democrats is around 180,000, I would say, just very quick math. I think it's 180,000, and probably can expand this more. I don't know. Let's just check here in 2024 how big it was, but this is also different. At this day, which is a 24th, which is right here, the gap was 220,000, but it was also more votes. The problem is the gap here was 3 percentage points, and then it ended up 2, but we'll see about that, because general elections for the presidentially speaking are different from gubernatorial speaking. But okay, the 112 for the Republicans are now we have 94, so that's around I would say 20,000 less, and a little bit more than 20,000. I would say it's less than 20,000. Sorry, 18,000, and the Democrats are getting like 60,000 less. So actually consider that Republicans are overperforming, but we expect the Republicans to overperform in New Jersey. Okay, that's not a big deal. The point is, can Jack Ciattarelli overperform by the margin he needs to win the race? That's also a very important question. Right now, I cannot answer you. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have the early in person. Tomorrow or on Sunday, I'm not so sure. I think it is. I'm not so sure, to be honest. But we're gonna have the first data on the in-person early vote. That will be crucial to tell whether the Republicans and the Democrats can win. I probably can tell who's gonna win on Monday or Tuesday because of the in-person early vote. Because the Republicans need to win the in-person early vote by a big margin. I would say at least. I don't know the exact percentage, but they need to win because Trump lost. They need to win, not just win, but win by a substantial margin. In California, okay. A new race we have now, we're up to almost 16% of the turnout, 3.6 million votes, and the difference now is increasing for the Democrats. I can almost say to you that right now it looks like the Democrats are going to win this, okay, even though I said probably there was a chance for the Republicans or actually the no part in the referendum to win, but right now it doesn't seem to. So yeah, we'll wait. Now the turnout is very high within elderly people, and within very young people there's only 6.3, but okay, right now we're still getting a lot, and the last day was D plus 24, so the margin is actually D plus 27, so the margin is not actually decreasing, and this shows that the Democrats are still doing a very great job in California, and looks like they're going to pass the referendum for yes in terms of the redistricting, and this will allow the Democrats to gain 5 extra seats in the House coming into the 2026 midterm election, and that'll be great for the Democrats in order to get a better, or at least get a better chance of getting a majority to fight back Texas Republicans that added as well 5 Republican seats in Texas. But this will be a very important question coming into the new Democratic states like Virginia that also said they might redistrict. We'll see about that. If they do, they need to approve something before the election and also after it, which will not be easy because the election is only 11 days from now, and it might go to a referendum. I'm not so sure about that, but the Governor Youngkin, the Republican, cannot veto it, so that's an also important question. We need to wait to see it, but yeah, so far it looks like it's like this. I just want to now say something as well about the live stream. The live stream will start at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time on Election Day, November 4th. We're going to cover every election in California, New Jersey, also Pennsylvania Supreme Court, and Virginia as well, New York City. We're going to be very, very proud of doing the live stream. I'm going to be waiting for your support, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and we'll be back tomorrow with more updates in the races. Thank you.